everybody, how's it going? As you can see, I am wearing a very special outfit today. We are going to be going into our beehives here. We have 2 hives of Buckfast honeybees this year. We are going to be doing some end of summer maintenance. So what's involved with that is treating for mites, pulling a few frames of honey, and we are going to put some traps for some hive beetles, which is something that we've noticed have been a problem this year. And then we are going to put in some additional entrances for them to come and go a little bit more easily. This is messier than I thought. No. Well, the point is the oil doesn't have surface tension. Yeah. That's good enough. Vegetable oil. Okay, so we're gonna open up the little hive first. We've got our smoker. We're gonna do a quick inspection and get their varroa treatment started, switch out their bottom board, and it's gonna be a lot of fun. Now this little hive that we've got open here, they did swarm late May, early June, so they are pretty behind the larger hive that we have. So we're taking that into account, but there's still evidence of a queen. We're still seeing eggs and larvae in various stages, so that's good. They're just kind of behind.
Oh yeah, that's what I was thinking.
So right now we are looking for evidence of wax moths. You think that's what that clump is down
Yeah,
there?
you can see an adult wax moth down at the very bottom there.
So we'll need to clean off this bottom board.
That's interesting.
So we're going to put this here for an extra entrance above their brood chamber. We're going to put a varroa board to assess our mite problem. The bugs get stuck to this little grid here, and this screen kind of goes over the top of it. And then we are going to go ahead and treat them for varroa mites with something called Apiguard. It's thymol. It's from the thyme plant, the herb, so you can use it in organic practices, but it's just a gel packet, and you open the top of it and the bees kind of spread it around the hive themselves. So we're going to put that in. This other entrance, do we want it in the back or the front?
Back.
Yeah.
Put this on. Ready? right. Well, that wasn't too bad. These Buckfast bees don't get as angry as like the Italians and Russians. So, like, yeah, they were swarmed and everything, but like, I didn't hear an angry buzz. I haven't been feeling any bumps. So, I mean, pretty good.
All right, on to the next hive. So these top boxes are called honey supers. They're where all the nectar is stored and made into honey. The two bottom boxes are the brood chamber. So it's where the queen lays eggs.
You see, this is one of the frames from the super. It's they kind of work from the inside out. So you'll see it's capped in the middle, and then there's honey, and then as you go further out, there gets to be nectar, and then they didn't pull all the wax all the way out to the outside yet. So they haven't filled those yet because they haven't gotten there yet. And this side here is a little bit further along.
There is a kind of a grid patterned thing down in there. That's called a queen excluder. That's to keep the queen from laying eggs in the boxes of honey. So those we put on when we get enough of a honey flow going to where we want to just have boxes devoted completely to honey. Now, these particular bees decided that this box here below the queen excluder was also going to be purely honey, so we have taken honey from that box, but these bottom two are going to be eggs and brood. The bees stick the boxes together with a substance called propolis. It's waxy, it can get really, really, really sticky. They use that to patch all the gaps.
Yeah, just like people.
That is all the propolis right there coming off. They've stuck it really good, which makes it challenging to get things off sometimes. Propolis is also used medicinally for wound healing, I believe.
So, we're hoping we can pull maybe half the frames out of this box here. It's supposed to be a brood box because it's below the queen excluder, but for whatever reason they didn't lay any eggs. The queen didn't lay any eggs in here. It's just been, as far as we can tell, it's just been honey. So we're going to try to take half of it so that we can, that'll be our take for the year. We should be able to get about 5 quarts of honey off of that. And then from there we're going to put the apigard in, and we're not supposed to take any honey out after that, so the rest of it will be for them.
Yep, you don't want it to contaminate the honey. But show them what a completed frame of honey looks like.
Well, let's see here. The middle should, they work from the inside out, so the middle one should always be filled before the outside ones.
So that is all honey capped. They put wax caps over all the honey foam to store for later. And they cap it after enough water has evaporated out of the honey to get to the right consistency. So they won't cap it if it's too runny. So you want to make sure that the frame is completely capped before you take it. So that's a good frame for us to take, and it looks like there's quite a few more as well.
It's late summer right now, but it's early enough in the year where they can replace what we've taken from them.
Yeah, they should be able to. Now is the time when they start to kind of prepare for winter. Different roles of bee in the hive. The males are drones. They kick out all the males before the end of fall so that they don't have to feed them over the winter. Sorry, boys.
Yeah, bees are definitely a woman's game, that's for sure.
Yep, but then the worker bees continue to bring in what they can. So they're getting a little agitated as he's wiping them around. You can hear the change in the tone of their buzz when they're a little bit put out by something. These Buckfast are far and away less aggressive than the Italians that we've had in the past.
Yeah, usually if the bees are, if they're agitated, you can sense it by, there's a change in the pitch in their buzzing. It'll kind of sound, well, angrier, basically. And the other thing that they'll do is they'll start bumping you, which is basically, they will fly off and then come and bump into you, nudge you, and that's basically their way of telling you, move along, get out of here, we don't want you here.
It's the warning shot.
If you continue on, if you persist after that, they're going to start looking for weak spots at that point. See, I'm starting to get bumped a little bit.
Okay. So we've got to kind of move along here.
So maybe a little bit less talking, a little bit more working. You come in, you destroy our home, you take our food, and you expect us to be okay with it? What are you, the government?
So we just brought these frames inside here and we were weighing them on the food scale and they're averaging about 4.5 pounds. So our boxes have 10 of these. So between 10 frames in the box, that's a good 45 to 50 pounds.